Like, this is real life. Like, what are you doing?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the She Said No podcast. I'm your host, Marco Gigi, aka the Six Scale Scoundrel. Everybody calls me that. And I'm here joined by my beautiful co-host, Gigi. Gigi, say hi.
Hi.
Gigi is very annoyed today. It's kind of, her baseline. That's just kind of where she stays. So, kind of an impromptu stream. We've been wanting to stream for a while. Life has been a bit crazy, and we finally, shaved off a little sliver to stream. Gigi, how you doing today?
You talk a lot. Just get to the point, sir.
It's called giving context, giving background. What are you annoyed about today?
First of all, you trying to micromanage me. I was trying to take a nap, and then our gardeners got here, so obviously that was not going to happen. And it's just
wow,
like,
humble brag. Our gardeners interrupted my nap.
Shut up.
Just a little privileged life, huh?
Anyway, and it's just like, he's like, I'm gonna go live. Okay, literally nobody's expecting this, like, so it's just not like we're late or anything.
A little bonus
so
content. It's like a little DLC, basically.
But we've always been on our time, and it's just like,
Everyone's like, if you want the viewers to know when you're going to be live so more people can join. I was like, I wish we had the luxury to do that, but a lot of the times it's just like, okay, we're just going to jump in and just do it. We got a pretty packed agenda today, so I'm just going to dive on into it, Gigi. First of all, let's just give an update on our life. You are on the last few weeks of law school, is that correct?
Yep.
So we are crawling here to the finish line. We're probably going to be on a pretty long hiatus, once she graduates, because obviously she's going to be studying for the bar. So I'll have to figure out some different folks to kind of cycle in. I don't know if we could do the She Said No podcast without Gigi, but I'm going to try. We'll see. We'll see. We might have some, other significant others on here. So we shall see. So with that, I'm just going to dive right on into everything, and we're going to get into what's on tap. So Gigi, this is going to be a special version of what's on tap because I just want to cover one particular thing that we saw. Both you and I.
Lazy eye? Or, sorry,
I think we established both of us have lazy eyes.
I'm just waking up.
Yeah.
Okay.
A property that both you and I really, really enjoyed. So let's just get on into it. I've got a visual aid here because I'm always prepared here. And the show that we really enjoyed was Severance. So Gigi, I'm just going to give the mic over to you since I talk too much, apparently.
That's true. Literally took you like 10 minutes just to say all this. Oh my god.
We've only been live for 3 minutes.
Oh my god.
Anyways, what'd you think of Severance?
I really liked it. I was very opposed to, because just look at the poster. Like, it looks blah. The colors are so muted. Like, it
That's
just
kind of the point.
Looks like ugh. Not something necessarily that I'm like jumping to watch, but and like Ben Wyatt, like this will always be Ben Wyatt to me. So like something him being like very serious. He was serious in Parks and Rec, but I really, really enjoyed this show, but I was very, very against watching it.
Per usual, she always fights me on like, this is dumb. We're 3 seconds into this. How could you possibly know whether it's dumb or not? So no spoilers here, but I would just say if you're thinking about watching Severance, totally take the plunge. It's on Apple TV. Really incredibly well done show. It's kind of like dark comedy in a lot of respects, and just like philosophical and about work-life balance. And I don't know.
But it's funny. There's one character that I love because he's the comic relief. And I will say, but I was annoyed while watching it because, as I've said before, Marco is like, I know you all have like your chats and stuff like on whatever. And it's like, okay, if you're making me watch a show with you and you're on your phone while I'm trying to like talk to you about the show, like that's a real issue for me. You know?
This podcast is all about, documenting our progress. And here's one that I haven't made a whole lot of progress on. We try to be good, put our phones down, go for our WALKs, pancakes back here. But you know what? I'm working on that balance of not being on my phone all the time. So, Gigi, any more to say about Severance?
Significant others, call them out when you see it. That's all I'm saying.
And you're not shy about it. You are not shy about it at all. So let's move on here. So that's what's on tap. No, is it weird this time? But we're gonna go straight to.
We did have one.
Oh, do you? Okay. What's the? Is it weird?
Oh, we did.
Think
have
of it
one.
while we get into que significa, because the que significa I have for you might be a little bit on the raunchier side, or not. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. All right, it's your show. You know what? I just do all the preparation.
Is it weird? Mm-hmm. So obviously we're married. Is it weird that we don't wear our wedding rings? Like a good amount, I would say.
I'm wearing mine right now. You wearing yours? Okay, good. You better be.
But I think more often than not, we are not. I know I don't wear it on a good amount of time.
So what's your excuse for not wearing your...
Well, if you want to call yourself out, Marco doesn't clean my ring. Women's rings have to get cleaned like more often.
Apparently.
And you don't clean it enough. So it's like I take it off when I do the dishes and then I just forget, or like when I shower. And this is what's the word when you're like, it starts with an N and you're really into yourself, like it's all about me.
What you're talking about.
Narcissist.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I may be a narcissist, TBD. So like I don't wear it. Also, like, you know, I always think like, oh, who cares? Like if somebody hits on me, like, whatever. You know, I'm very blunt about like, okay, goodbye, sir. But sometimes I forget that I'm cute sometimes.
So we've got folks chiming in here. Narcissist, baby boy, what's going on? Charles Rubel. I will check in with the chat in just a second, but and Tukathri is saying it is weird.
Yeah, so. It's just like I'm like like older. You know, I'm not like in my early 20s or something, or like my early. You know, I'm not like that young.
Don't do all that.
I'm just like.
Don't go fishing for compliments over here. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
You're asking me a question, and if you want me to answer, if you don't want me to answer, then don't ask questions, okay? Oh, man. And so I'm like, who's gonna like try to talk to me like I'm old? I have braces, like you know, it's just like a thing.
Let's wrap this
now
up.
I'm talking too much.
Yeah, because I gotta give you a taste of your own medicine. Okay, so that's
why I don't wear it. Okay. And then I forget sometimes, like, oh, okay, yeah, like sometimes I forget, and I was like, I should be wearing it, you know.
So the reason I, take mine off, I will take it off for two very important reasons. Number one, I'm playing video games. I don't like the clank against the controller. Or number two, if I'm reposing my Hot Toys or like doing any maintenance on Hot Toys, I will take off my ring and then I'll forget to put it on. I'm trying to be better though, it normally doesn't matter, but if you go out with friends, like let's say, because Gigi obviously doesn't tag along a lot of the time because she's studying or working. And I think the females will notice, like, oh, he doesn't have his wedding ring on. Is everything okay? You guys fighting? It's like, no, I was playing with my toys. I was playing with my dolls. That's the only reason. But, okay, so is it weird? We've got, a few folks saying that it's weird and that Gigi is a narcissist. So that's all that I saw from the... narcissist. That's right. Okay, before I check in with the chat, let's just get to que significa. We've got a packed show, but we're going to try to make it extra snappy today. Que significa, and the one that I have that I heard recently... It was a TikTok of someone making a sandwich. Shout out to Dre with 6 Scale Reviews who shared this video. And the guy was referring to the roll as the birrote. ¿Qué significa birrote? Did I roll my R's appropriately there? No, I fucked that all up. What does it mean?
It's a loaf of bread.
Is it like a specific type of bread though, or?
It's just like a long bread.
So I'm being a little bit cheeky with this because I did ask Gigi off camera. I said, hey, just no context whatsoever. I didn't say I saw it in the video. I was like, hey, what does a birote mean? And she was like, what? Where did you hear that? Apparently it means...
Go ahead.
Apparently it means prick. It means cac. That's slang for...
Oh, okay.
Macaque. Yeah. So be careful when you're referring... If you're asking someone for French bread... Be very, very careful that you're not intimating that you want something else. Well, unless that's what you want. So
oh my God.
We will leave it there. So let's check in with the chat really quick. Let's see. We got a good little house tonight. We got Cobra's Collection.
Hi.
What's up, 1-6 collectors? Hey, Cobras. Thank you for joining. We got Payden23. Hello, fellow collectors.
Is it Payden or Patton?
I want to say it's Payden.
I don't know.
I think it's Payden.
English is my second language. I don't know.
You got me double guessing here. We got the absolute legend, Equan. Wow, what a surprise. Hey, Equan. Thank you for joining. Equan, I've been meaning to chat with you. It's been a minute. Why? What's that face about?
Okay, go ahead.
Tukathri, sup, gentlemen. Hi, Pancake. Hey, Tuk. Thank you for joining. We got Some Guy. What's up, my favorite peoples? Hey, Some Guy. Thank you for being in here. We got Jazzy. Yo, first time catching the stream. Really? Hey, Jazzy. Thank you for joining. Yeah, you're seeing all the nonsense that's going on right here. He's like first and last time, probably. Mark P in the house. Hello, M and G. Hey, Mark P. Thank you for joining. Equan is saying, just bringing in a guy and call it He Said No podcast. Yeah, maybe Ben Thomas,
I feel like
actually.
He says no more than I say no. So.
I think there's a lot of no's flying around in this household, but I think that's just marriage, honestly. Yeah. Just veto. We got the talented Renz Tolentino in the house. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Renz, what's going on? That piece that you're doing for Mario, incredible, per usual. Yeah, that's a beautiful piece. Cobra's is saying, you want to read this one?
No, go ahead.
Saludos, Marco and Gigi. I took my GF to her first Comic-Con and she loved it. Mm-hmm. I told her if she can survive a con, she's a keeper for life. Yeah, that's intense. What was the con?
And did you all dress up? Because
that's a really good question. Pictures. Yeah, but no, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely a keeper if she can survive a con. I said con weird. We got oh my God. Wow. Baby Boy in the house. Saturday afternoon surprise. Excited for this episode. Baby Boy, thank you for joining. We got Ren saying, hit that like button. Renz, thank you for that. We got Bats in the Belfry. What's up, Marco and Gigi? Hey, thank you for joining.
And Some Guy said Severance is really good.
Oh, there you go. Oh, thank you. Hey, Some Guy. Good taste. Let's see who else.
Got a lot of people calling me a narcissist in the chat.
I think we're. Let's see. Beskar Kid, not weird. We've been married 28 years and haven't worn our rings for almost 20 of those. Yeah, I guess to each their own, honestly. And so some guy is saying both your excuses are horrible. Yeah, they're not good. I didn't say they were good. I'm just passing why we would not wear them. Tuka saying, I only take mine off when I'm lifting weights. Yeah, sometimes that too, you know. I know they've got those rubber bands like that the quarterbacks wear. I've thought about getting one of those, but Charles Rubel is saying, Gigi, I'm trying to learn Spanish. When do you use bien versus bueno?
For bien, it's like yo estoy bien, like I'm doing well, and bueno is like good, more so. Like eso está bueno, that's good. So well and good, I would say.
There you go. All right. Thank you for the education.
I thought about that on the spot.
You're like a teacher.
I'd have to go back and see if it's true.
We got the Blue Beetle, Carlos, in the house. Carlos, what's going on? Thank you for joining. We got David Lynchian in the house. Ken with the Hadouken. That's awesome. We're not going to be talking about Ken today, but I think on the next episode, I want to get Gigi's thoughts on that. But there's just too much news to talk about. We got the legend Danny Lee in the house. Hey, what's up, guys? Danny, thank you for joining. We got Eclectic Collector. You should say pardon. Where's my bigote? Eclectic Collector. I do have a bone to pick with you. I went to bed upset with you because you said The Office is terrible. And that stuck with me. I was like, no one on the stream with me liked The Office. And then you said that. It hurt my heart. Even Gigi was like, no one likes The Office these days. But I felt like a fossil for sure. But thank you for joining. We got Baby Girl in the house. Hi. Baby Girl. Thank you for joining. We got Fad Gadget. Howdy, folks. Hey, thank you for being in here. We got Cuervo. Hey, just popped in to say hi. Gigi, you're going to have to go get what Cuervo sent over.
Oh my God, Cuervo. I wish I'd have recorded how he reacted. He was like, wow. And I wanted to record it, but I think I was doing something, important. But it was very sweet. It was very sweet.
Can you go get it really, really fast? It's in the little thing under the bench. So Cuervo and Kat sent Gigi and myself some really generous Christmas presents, and too dang kind for that. I got to show off what Cuervo sent me because it just arrived today. It was a Christmas present in the little gray box under the bench. Cuervo saying, compadres are here. Hey, Cuervo, really appreciate you joining. Mark P, silicone rings are good. I have 2 of them. Oh, there you go. Okay, I might have to get some pointers on which ones to get. Useby is saying, when are we going to Disneyland? Useby, yes. We're thinking October, so Gigi will take the bar this summer, and we're thinking just in time for the holiday season. Should be right on time. So yeah, we will let you know as soon as we know what time is looking up for us. We got Jordan Skinner in the house. Hello, look forward to the podcast. Hey, Jordan, thank you for joining.
Great.
So Cuervo sent over my first 9.8. This is a Jim Lee book. He said it's a key, so I guess one of the first appearances or the first appearance of a villain. So awesome. Like this is a really beautiful cover, and like I said, my first 9.8. How do I open it though? How do I get it? No, really incredibly too nice of him to do that. Cobra's is saying, I got her WonderCon swag, leggings, WonderCon or Wonder Woman tee, and I cosplayed as Robin. So yeah,
oh, cute.
She enjoyed everyone who dressed up and didn't think it was weird. That is awesome. Definitely a keeper. Eclectic Collector saying, didn't think anyone caught that. No, I caught it, and like I said, it was a dagger to the heart.
He was telling me.
I was like, upset. Oh man. I was like, if he shows up, I'm blocking him. No. Thank you really appreciate you being in here. Cuervo saying, yeah, glad you liked it. No, really, really nice. So let's see, last one here. So Cobra's is saying, yeah, so maybe a keeper. Plus she's okay with my Hot Toys collection.
Tell her we gotta talk.
When Gigi's like nephews ask for advice, I'm like, okay, well, I'm a very imperfect person, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but you don't need a significant other that has the same hobbies as you. Just someone that tolerates them is what I always try to tell them. So yeah, that's awesome. If she's okay with it, that's more than enough. And I guess Gigi, yeah, kind of tolerates. You're on the stream now.
It's a very sore subject right now.
Cuervo's saying he's going to beat me if I open the 9.8. Well, some guy, who's your favorite character in The Office? Who is our favorite character? So I really like the weird ones. I really like Creed. But who would you say your favorite is?
Kelly.
Oh, so Kelly. I think.
First of all, how dare you?
I think Creed and Dwight are probably my favorites. So, yeah, just the really off center ones. Let's see, S Beam in the house. Hey, S Beam, thank you for joining. Let's see, let's get through these last little ones. What kind of Robin did you dress up as? As in the, is it the fairy boots, short shorts, fishnet tights? I think that was for Cobras right there. Let's see, Tuka saying, I'm just saying, I left the chat for 20 minutes and I missed the OTR pre-order. Tuk, I did tell you, I said, they sell out really quickly. I'm sorry that you missed out, but yeah. I was like, you got to be Johnny on the spot. Off the racks, they have a really small allocation. And I sent him the link, and they sold out of the figures we're going to talk about in just a second. We got Fat Batman's Collecting Nightmare in the house. Hey, everyone. Hey, thank you for joining. All right, the last one in here. We got Jose Hernandez. A little late, but I made it. What's up, Marco and Gigi? Hey, Jose. Thank you for being in here. And Cobra's is saying, hell no, Tim Drake, Robin. Amazing. So with that, Gigi, I think we went through all the rigmarole. We're going to get right into the Gigi judges because we've got a lot to go over. So let me share my screen here. Let's see, we got that, and let's move on to the first one. So the first one we're going to talk about. So really quickly, Gigi, we can kind of breeze through these. But Hot Toys put out a few updates. So there were two figures that they solicited without a head sculpt. Mm-hmm. Like it was either blurred or not shown. One of these was Shuri here. Mm-hmm. And I'll get to the other one. And then another one that the sculpt wasn't super strong. And then they did an update. So I want to get your thoughts on how the sculpts look, number one. But then also we can talk about what do you think about Hot Toys updating the consumers here. So here's the Shuri one. What do you think of this overall?
Sorry, you said a lot of words. They blurred the thing, and
so when this figure went up for pre-order, it didn't have this head sculpt. So this is brand new information for us.
Oh, when it went up for pre-order.
Exactly.
I feel like I don't know. Like for me, I like the characters that have a mask or something like that. I like them better with the mask or whatever they have.
Sorry, this is a really small picture. I don't know why it came out so small and so low resolution, but this is like a image of her in the film. So
I think it looks good. I feel like something is off, but I can't really put my finger on it. But I think it looks good. I prefer, like, generally speaking, I prefer whatever characters with their mask on or whatever.
Okay, but and this one has a really sweet mask as well. But just in terms of the likeness to the actor. What do you think about it? So Tukathri saying her head seems oversized. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely feel that as well. Payton saying 10 out of 10 sculpt. Joker J is saying things are getting so lifelike. Honestly, like I think this is incredible. So
yeah, I think the texture in her face, I really like that. I think the hair looks really good. Yeah, I think that might be it too. Like it might look a little bit oversized, but I think generally speaking, it looks really good. It looks really good.
So Fad Gadget is saying her head's too big, bobblehead. Yeah, just a little bit too big.
Mm-hmm.
And Jose Hernandez is saying maybe the forehead.
Wow, how dare you?
You know,
First
sometimes
of all.
the gals with the big foreheads are the most attractive ones. But so, all right. So out of 10 pancakes, how many pancakes would you give just the head sculpt? Because we've already talked about the full figure in a previous episode.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's really good. I think this is like a 9.
Okay, 9 out of 10.
It's not like the silky smooth that you see like on Barbies and stuff like that. So I think it makes it very lifelike. The hair looks amazing. I like it.
All right, so 9 out of 10 pancakes for the Shuri sculpt. Yeah, honestly, I think it looks really damn good. S-Beam is saying they nailed the sculpt. Red Wolf is saying, agreed with Gigi. I like my characters with the mask, helmet versus unmasked. You know, for me personally, I really love the unmasked sculpts because it just kind of takes the Hot Toys to another level from, to me, like a toy to closer to art. So honestly, you know, I love the sculpts. Let's see. Renz is saying, I think the head is a bit round. Yeah, it's something's a little bit too bulbous. Joker J is saying, yes, not just the sculpts, but the imperfections of the skin. Yeah, that's kind of what, I think similar to Anakin, right? Where he had the little baby hairs. It's like these little texture details just really add, you know, the next level of realism. Tukathra is saying, do you have a comparison picture of the actor? Tuk, I did, but look what I did over here. This is the comparison picture. It won't let me zoom in here. So this is all we got. Apologies. For the other ones moving forward, I do, but this one we kind of dropped the ball. So
I really appreciate the texture, though. Like, yeah, the hair looks amazing. I mean, it looks really freaking good.
It's a knockout. It's a knockout sculpt overall. So hopefully they scale it down. But let's move on to the next one, which is Jane Foster Thor. So let's see. Cuervo is saying, I think this looks great, referring to the Shuri. And Cuervo is saying, Marco as prepared as ever. It is true, you know. But, you know, it's tough when I'm the only one doing any preparation. And Gigi just rolls in like she's a star.
I literally was taking a nap. You're lucky that I'm on here.
Her beauty sleep. So Jane Foster Thor. What do you think of this one overall, Gigi? Let me go straight to...
I think it looks really good. Same.
Right?
Yeah, same. I think, I don't know if this is like something, I don't look close enough to I don't look at the sculpts close enough to see if this texture thing is something new, but I really, really like that. The molds and stuff like that. I think that's very good.
So I'd say Hot Toys does have that, but it feels like there's a even greater emphasis on it because the skin textures, the molds, it's all, they're killing it. So this is a picture really of what Jane Foster looked like in the film.
I remember she looks like.
So, you know, you do remember she's an absolute baddie in this film. I will just say, I'm really glad that Hot Toys is doing the sculpted hair because you could imagine if they tried to do rooted to capture this more poofy look, it would just look not great, right? Like, I think we've all seen the Hot Toys rooted hair. Some of us even own some of them. And they're not particularly strong. So until they're ready to up their technology game, I think this sculpted hair is perfect.
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
Let's see. Jose is saying, now this is one of my favorites. Natalie is an all-time celebrity crush. No doubt about it. You're saying you love her a little too much, just like with Michelle Pfeiffer in the theater.
Oh my God. Let's not even get me started on her.
Oh my gosh, right? Just, you want to read this one?
The likeness to Gigi is on point.
They seem to make the forehead just a little bit bigger, and then so merge Shuri's forehead with this Jane Foster sculpt, and we're close there.
Sometimes we have big foreheads, okay? It's okay.
Yeah. And Jane Foster doesn't have a small forehead, so
how dare you?
You want to read this one?
She's got that Thor's in trouble when he gets home.
Legitimately.
What did he say?
Legitimately. That's amazing. Cuervo's out because he's got to go have dinner. All right, Cuervo, thank you for bopping in here. We got 12-inch Moose Stream in the house. Good evening, community of collectors. Thank you for joining here. So overall, how many pancakes would you give this one?
The head sculpt, just the head sculpt, or like overall?
Just the head sculpt. You know, we haven't talked about this figure on the stream yet, but what would you give just the head sculpt?
If Shuri was a 9, I would get this an 8.5.
Really, 8.5. Okay, so to me, this one's stronger. I think this is the strongest one they've done. But
I feel like Shuri's like just like with all of her hair and like her hair and all the details in that, and I think that's more difficult than this.
I get it. And also Shuri having the shorter hair too, perhaps like makes her face a bit more accentuated. So, all right. Yeah. So we give this one 8.5 out of 10 pancakes. All right, let's move on to the next one. And so this is an update. So, all right. So Gigi's favorite, seeing another Spider-Man.
Another Spider-Man on here. Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
So Gigi is just about over the Spider-Man.
You know who this man looks like?
What does he look like?
You know, like the nurse from, I don't think anybody's watched this show, but the Mindy Project, the nurse that she dates, that's what he's looking more and more like. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, you're talking about the guy. So this is an extra deep cut, even more than what Gigi said, but there's a show called How to Make It in America. It was on HBO. I think it was only one season. This guy is the main character from that. Kind of racial, but similar hairstyle. His
eye expressions. Yeah. You can post it on 166 Instagram and do a comparison and tell me this guy doesn't look like him.
That's too funny. All right, we'll work on that comparison. So Gigi, let me. Ugh. So it was hard to find.
I'm so annoyed.
A 1-to-1 for this.
Okay, can you please explain to me why they're making? Why is this a new one? Is this the same? Is this a little more glitterly blue?
So this is the suit. Happening? This is the suit from the end of No Way Home. So if you recall, after the whole incident, he moves out. He's got his own place. Well, obviously other things happen, but this is kind of inspiration from the other two Spider-Man. So this is his suit that he makes it on his own, like you see the sewing machine, and then he jumps out of the window at the very end. So it kind of, represents a really cool scene. We just got a brief look at it, but honestly, it's very comic accurate. So you don't have to judge the overall figure. I just want you to talk about the head sculpt. Oh, that's it.
I'm so over this.
You're so over this. So let me do this. So this is what he looked like in the film. Obviously different suit, but this is what he looked like in No Way Home. Mm-hmm. So seeing that, how many pancakes would you give this sculpt?
I hate this.
Separate your hate for another Spider-Man.
Show me again.
And your red and blue. All right.
I gotta cleanse. Okay.
Cleanse your mind. Mm-hmm. All right, let's just get a close-up right here. How many pancakes would you give this?
I want to see the actor.
Oh, the actor again. Okay, I see.
It's not like I'm not looking straight at your damn toy. Okay, now do it again. A 7.
7. Wow. 7 out of 10 pancakes for Gigi.
I hate this. Go ahead.
You're just letting your bias just leak in because this is dang near S tier right there. Like they're normally pretty good with the Tom Holland sculpts, but this is just about as great a likeness as they've ever done.
Where's your other Tom Holland one?
Right there.
No, don't you have another one?
Oh, right there.
No, don't you have another one?
I sold that one to Cuervo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so 7 out of 10. All right. Let's catch up with the chat here. You want to read this one?
¿Qué pasa, señor y señora?
Wow, you're so talented. Good. Hey, thank you for joining. We got Jose Hernandez saying Michelle Pfeiffer's from his hometown. Yeah, he let me know that. Yeah, very.
That's my girl.
If you ever run into her, you got to let us know. Red Wolf is saying, are you getting any of these figures? You renegotiated your tax. I will say the majority of these figures that you see on the stream, I am going to get. We can save it for the main topic of the show.
Go ahead.
And we can save it for the main topic of the show because Gigi's not very happy. Maybe before we get into the Joker review, we'll talk about this. But yes, I would say the majority of these you can count on me getting. Because there's some bangers. I've included ones that are pretty damn good. Tukatsu saying, here we go again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, things are getting a little spicy.
Why would he do this to me too? Why?
TX Boy is saying, yo, what's up, Marco and Gigi? Hope all is doing good. What's up, 16 fam? Hey, thank you for joining.
Is that a Ninja Turtle?
Yes, I think it's the last Ronin Ninja Turtle, actually. You want to read this one?
So for all this stuff, this is the only other suit, of course, other than Homecoming and Scarlet that is finally fabric again. Can't wait to get this one. What were the other? What's that one?
They're just kind of like a rubbery material. So
can't really tell the difference. Okay.
Jose saying, Gigi, Marco told me he's getting this Spider-Man. Jose, I will ban you from the chat if you spill our secrets. All right.
Okay.
Speaking of another one.
Wait, hold on. What's our main topic for the show again?
We're going to talk about the Joker, the InArt Joker.
Okay.
But we can roll in what you want to discuss as well.
So for a long time my computer was not connected to the printer at my office, and so I had to get a new computer, the whole thing. But anyway, we have our desktop inside our house, and I have been using it to work. So when I log in, it's not like I'm trying to,
sure,
it's not
my email just happens to be
up.
It
literally does. It really does. And so I can see, and I never check Marco's thing. I really don't, because you got no host. But
when you check your man's IG and he got no host.
And I saw on his email all these pre-order or ordered, and I was like, what the fuck did he, excuse my language, what did he order? So I did click on, and I saw a few things that he pre-ordered. I didn't say a thing,
So like I was discussing with Tukathri though, because the retailer that I prefer to get my stuff from has a small allocation, you got to be Johnny on the spot. When he drops them, you've got to get your pre-order in, or else they will sell out. And then you've got other options. I think we're in a time right now where we don't know whether these figures will be in stock. And so they're training us now to be afraid to miss out. So if it's a figure I for sure know I want to get, I want to save money. And so I will go and I'll go get my pre-order in. So that's all you were seeing. It's just called planning ahead. Equan is saying, Gigi, not only is this the newest one, it's the bestest one. Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
I've heard this before.
It's pretty damn good.
I've heard this before.
Joker J saying she hates Spidey. I know.
I don't hate anyone.
Joker J, even worse. She doesn't like the colors blue and red together.
That's true. That is true.
What? What is that? I know.
I don't. It's not that I hate Spidey. It's that I hate that he has multiple figures of the same character.
Yeah, okay? It's just comic accurate,
Sure.
But this one it's beautiful. So you gave a 7 out of 10, right?
Yes.
Before we move on, TX Boy saying, "Damn, Gigi, like most collectors, holding Hot Toys to the highest critique. Gotta love it, keeping Hot Toys on their toes. Yeah, she is their toughest critic for sure." Andre in the house saying, "Majority of these I'm getting taxed that ass big time." Andre, I've got a lot of tax dollars that'll be leaving the account soon, but it's all got to be part of the plan, right? Like sure. Joker would say, it's all part of the plan. You want to read this one from Jordan Skinner?
Gigi is like my mother. Is this Spider-Man 9 or 12? She's done with Spider-Man since there's several Spider-Man flicks and been rebooted several times. Yes. Oh my God, your mother is right.
Jordan, it's hard to keep up,
It's just I say this every time, but if you put these next, side by side, it's spot the difference. It's the same picture. Maybe it has a little bit shinier blue. It's the same thing. Maybe it has a haircut now. It's come on.
Philip the Fool, Gigi and Marco, what's up? Hey, Philip the Fool, thank you for joining here. Joker J saying, how would Gigi like a 1/6 Mindy Kaling? Would you be all over that or what?
I love her. How dare you? Oh, if it talked?
Oh, my God. Yeah, actually, someone's got to custom make that. We got to do that. Commander Green in the house. Hey, it's the Power Couple. What's up? Hey, Commander Green. Thank you for joining. My man, Joao Breda is saying, is this the 1K celebrations team for which I wasn't invited? Joao, this is not the 1K celebrations stream. So we had grand intentions of setting a time this week, inviting all of our friends, doing a big party. Our weekend ended up being so hectic that Gigi and I came from a previous engagement before we leave to another engagement. And I was like, can we just stream? So I set it up really quick. Long story short.
We got in a big fight about me not wanting to stream anymore, Joe. Yeah. I'll tell you later.
Joelle, she'll give you the hot goss, but she almost quit per usual.
These are facts.
Thomas Blue Stream is saying, I just bought a second Mars Toys Joker. Is this to pose or for an investment? Very interesting.
Same figure, just again?
That's right. Joker J saying, I have 7 Spideys, all slightly different.
God.
Oh,
okay.
Let's see. You want to read this from Fat Gadget?
Okay, hold on. Joker J, is that all you collect or no? You collect other?
Their name is Joker J, so I would assume not just Spider-Man, but hey, it could be wrong.
Oh my gosh.
You want to read this one from Fat Gadget?
I always tell my partner this is my last one. She never believes me. I regret ever saying, sure, you can buy that Thanos. Like, treat yourself.
Oh my God. Yeah, you know what? Ever. Gigi really, really messed up. Really, really messed up. Yeah, it was called progressive seduction though, right? It's like, oh, just one. One is turned into more than one. TX Boy, you want to read this one?
Gotta let the man do his thing, Gigi. Marco seems like a good guy. Okay.
That's where you're wrong.
Men only got so many hobbies. Gotta let us love what we love. Marco has many hobbies, and I can't wait for his, I'm waiting. Before this, he collected shoes. I'm waiting for his next hobby so I can, be done with this. It's just I don't know. It's too the space.
Maybe comics. Maybe 9.8s now. You never know.
Oh gosh.
Let's see. Tuke saying Gigi must have enough tax money to buy a new car by now. So Tuke, we want to go to Europe, hopefully early next year, and so a lot of that tax will be going to that. So Tuke saying, or maybe a parking pass. Yeah.
It only took him 2 years.
Yeah, we're good though. We got it.
2 years.
Andre is saying, Howie owns your wallet, Marco, but Gigi owns your soul. Yeah, I'm spoken for in just about every way possible. That is a fact. So he is one of the heads of Hot Toys.
Oh.
Yeah. So Commander Green is saying, Gigi, I think you're awesome, but this talk about Spidey is blasphemy. Yes.
I just don't. Okay, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole anymore. I just don't understand why they're making another one. This does not, in my mind, I don't remember what the one you sold to Cuervo looks like, but this looks the same to me. I remember shiny blue. So.
Yeah, it's blasphemous, though. I agree. Late Bloomer saying 9 Spider-Man figures here. Only 9, right? There's obviously you're going to have the additional, the ones from No Way Home.
Gosh.
So that's beautiful to hear. Our first ever super chat. So
wow.
I meant to say, but we've been a bit flustered here. Our intentions for any dollars that the channel receives. But first of all, I want to thank 12-inch Moose Stream here. I love Gigi respectfully, but does she understand that the channel is monetized and what that means? Congratulations on your success, Marco. Buy more toys. 12-inch Moose Stream, thank you so very much. Gigi, go ahead.
Yes, first of all, thank you. Definitely, I don't understand that much. What I do want to make very clear is that just because now it's monetized, I don't want Marco telling me now you have to stream because now I don't want him to hold that against me.
Yeah. So really quickly though, and we'll do this on our 1K celebration stream. We'll reiterate it because it's kind of a half-baked idea right now, but every holiday season, Gigi is really the one that started this. She, goes and buys clothes and toys and
You're
all these
saying
things.
this all wrong.
Okay, go ahead. You say it.
Every Christmas, we adopt families, right, with the kids. And the kids, they don't know it's us. We tell them that it's an organization. And we just tell them to give us our list and that maybe they'll get something off of their list. So we would do this for 3 years now. Where last year we adopted 2 families and they get to write down what they want. And normally it's necessities. One time a kid asked for a pillow and only clothes, socks, very actual necessities. And so I was like, okay, well, if we do get anything, we can buy actual toys, right? Because this is a toy, it's not a toy, it's a collective. But maybe we can get them actual toys and we'll post a picture of what we got them. Because normally it's really just clothes and actual basic necessities.
So that's our plan right now, is kind of to plus what we normally do. But I will preface it by saying, again, thank you for your super chat. Don't give us any money. Go give to a charity nearby you. Go find, a family that's less fortunate and buy them essentials or a toy. But appreciate any dollar that we get. We will plan to plus what we normally donate. Go ahead, Gigi.
Stream just said, well, fuck me.
Yeah, he's like, oh my God, I take it back. How do I undo this? But no, incredibly generous. Thank you so very much for that. And first ever super chat. I don't even know how to act right now. So Tukathir is saying, would Gigi prefer Marco still be a sneakerhead?
That's a tough question. I have to get back to you on that.
All right. Joker J saying, I collect so much more, but Spidey's been with me since day one. Coolest suit ever. Yeah, I love this Spidey. So Let's see. Commander Green saying the Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh.
TX Boy, have you showed her the new Spider-Verse trailer? No, actually, I've been meaning to.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. It looks awesome though. There's
that
gonna be
escalated
more.
quickly.
There's gonna be more Spider-Man on the way for sure.
I hate this whole thing.
Payton23 is saying another 10 out of 10. Yes, I agree. I think this one's a 10 out of 10 as well. Joker J is saying adopt me. Hey, Joker J, come on over. We got a place for you to stay. So I want Spidey's. Thank you.
Super simple.
Awesome. Big dog pound in the house.
Woo!
Nice, Gigi. Very, very nice. Love it. Let's see. I think we're just about caught up over here. So this last one from Commander Green. You want to read this?
Hey, Gigi, you might hate me because I just got 4 of the same clone. Ugh. Okay.
But they look so good, though.
But he like takes pictures and it's really cool. You know, like what does Marco do? Just like anyway.
So Commander Green, I guess
God.
she's kind of gatekeeping here because if I had more skill, then I could get more figures apparently. Wow. So, but I will say, I was like, hey, I want to get a macro lens for your camera, and she was like, oh, you think you're going to use my camera? Mm-hmm. Not going to happen. So.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on now. So Gigi, it is the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Since you're a Star Wars casual, I will mention this is the final film in the OG trilogy, right? So this is the last one with the Ewoks.
Okay.
They blow up the second Death Star. So basically, this is the Darth Vader to commemorate Return of the Jedi. So this one is a really packed product, honestly. So you've got 3 different head sculpts. You've got Darth Vader unmasked. Mm-hmm. You've got his mask sculpt. Mm-hmm. And you've got this electric effect, which I will get to here. So look at, by the way, this detail
so
is beautiful. Beautiful.
It's so gross.
So this is the electric effect there. Mm-hmm. Everything that it comes with the deluxe version. And here is the side-by-side comparison. So Gigi, tell me what you think about this.
This looks like my fat toe when it got stubbed and my nail came off.
Oh my.
Why would they ever make this a sculpt? It's hideous. It's gross. And I wouldn't even want to see this. Like it's going to be a hard pass.
So you don't even want, if there was a Vader in the house, you wouldn't want it
No, it would
unmasked.
have to have a mask.
Like, wow, it would have to have.
This doesn't look, this just looks very sick, which obviously.
That's the thing though. Yeah, he was a sick man. And this is a very emotional scene though too, right? When he takes off his mask and you finally see what Darth Vader looks like, and he's just a scared old man. It's like he was this terrifying figure. Now you're making me
feel bad.
You should feel bad. Like, so that's what it commemorates, right? Like Luke seeing his father as just a scared man, and you see him for the that he was manipulated by the Emperor, right? So by Palpatine.
No, yeah. I'm good. I want the mask on. I will not allow you to. Yeah.
Joker J saying, I'm not even a huge Vader guy, but have to get this. So many options. It's packed, Joker J. It's an absolutely packed package. Big Dog Pound saying LOL. Peyton23 saying dang. I think it was the fat toe. You got me on that.
You got me there.
You got me there. Somebody fine. He wasn't it. 12-inch Moose Stream. This is the greatest Star Wars action figure ever. So 12-inch Moose Stream, I'm going to show Gigi one more here because this is going to piss her off big time.
And I know you pre-ordered this. I know you already yes, of course.
And this is one that would have sold out. And I had to save my money because I'm going to get it eventually. You might as well save some money while you do it. Tukathir saying, Sebastian Shaw is crying right now, Gigi. Yeah, how dare you?
Is he the actor?
Yeah, he's the actor for Darth Vader.
Okay, baby girl, isn't this gross? You saw that. That is no good.
You know, but okay, so it just so well captures the likeness, though.
Okay,
like, just so well captures it.
Okay. Go ahead. I don't need to see it. I don't need to see any more of this.
Darth Vader. So, TX Boy, compare this to the Kenobi. All right, so everyone's giving me shit about not being prepared, but guess what? Guess what, y'all? I'm ready for this. So, Gigi, this is the Return of the Jedi version, but there's also another version from the Kenobi TV show where it's the half-split mask. Now, Gigi, how do you feel about this version?
Yeah, you showed me this one, right? Mm-hmm. And I said...
You could say that out loud.
No, I don't want to say.
Okay, well, it was pretty horrific. But anyways, yeah, so which one do you like more? Because obviously there's
Is there an option where I say which one I like less?
I mean, by saying which one you like more, you will automatically be saying which one you like less.
I don't like either of these. For this one, is there an option to just put a mask on? Or no? This is the only...
so both of them have it has a standard Vader look.
Okay.
But these other items are kind of like pluses.
If I had to choose, I would choose this one because I could see less of the fat toe.
Wow, okay. And obviously it's so it's like a younger version of him, right?
Oh,
This is a different actor. This is Hayden Christensen. Okay. So, yeah. And so Trevor's saying, 1/6 shooter, what's going on? I waited 9+ years to see that face. Yeah,
Were you
that was
disappointed?
I think that's the point, though, because obviously it's James Earl Jones' voice of Vader, this badass, like menacing voice that you just picture, and then you see what Vader really is, and he's just a scared old man.
Mm. Nobody picked up that he was he had breathing problems. Nobody picked up on that.
I don't understand what you're...
of course he'd be sick. Look
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, that's, anyways, he's like horribly disfigured and scarred from his battle with
Commander Green.
Commander Green saying, I'll never look at my big toe the same again. Yeah. Incredible. TX Boy saying, I like that Marco, a man that knows what he wants. My man got the comparison ready. You know what? Because I knew she was going to be like, you don't need, but I think that they're different enough. So Gigi, do you think that...
You would get both? Marco.
Of course.
No.
They're very different Vaders. They're very different.
Marco. For a man that only should have... Do you have one of them already or no? Do you have a Vader?
I have no Vaders, no.
Okay.
So when I started collecting the Empire Strikes Back Vader came out, I thought about getting it, but I wanted a Vader that had a few more like display options. And so I was really waiting for either Return of the Jedi or what we may see in Kenobi.
Okay.
What we saw in Kenobi exceeded my expectations, hence I had to get both.
Sorry, I completely just blacked you out because I don't care. You cannot get two. I am sorry, but even if you had...
That tax, baby, that tax.
Please. And if you get one, please just put the mask on. Please. I will not... No. Marco can tell you all what I thought the other one looked like, but I will not...
Look how badass this is, though, right?
Okay.
Like, this is incredible.
Like I said, both. Why would you want both?
Well, Darth Vader is one of my favorite characters, honestly. And
literally everything you could say. Oh, this has been one of my favorite. Everything you've said. This is one of my favorite characters.
I collect what I love. I like a lot of things. Let's see. Read what Big Dog said.
He said, 166. If Gigi was doing stand-up comedy at the club, I would never ever sit in the front row seat just in case she would rip off.
Oh man, she'd be savage. You already know she would be so savage. Commander Green's not loving.
I like Darth Vader. I just don't want to see his face. How is that so hard to understand?
But so that's kind of the duality of the character, though. Like that's where I know you're a Star Wars casual, because it's like Darth Vader, who is very much this killing machine, and then there's Anakin Skywalker, who's a sympathetic character, right? And so to be able to see both of them. One? Well, in one version, he's the young, hot, scarred up one. In one version, he's the old toe-looking.
Yeah, I don't want to see the toe.
It's just, it represents a special moment. Okay. Go ahead and read what Jose
She doesn't
said.
like either. Jose, I like Darth Vader. I don't think you should have two. It's literally the same thing. It's just a different head sculpt. Like, and why would you ever... Maybe this blue light lit up one you'd probably have for like 20 seconds while you're showing people. But other than that, you really don't need any other head sculpts but the regular head sculpt.
TX Boy saying it's either charred or boiled egg options, Gigi. Nothing more, nothing less. Incredible. Tukathu saying, which pleather suit will deteriorate faster? So that's another thing I will say. So Mario has been feeling a bit disenchanted with Hot Toys because I think his Vader suit is deteriorating. I view these as works of art, number one, but also they are toys. Obviously, very expensive toys. If I only get, say, 10 years out of them, I'm not going to cry. If now they all destroy in 10 years, I probably will cry. But I think that's kind of the risk you take. But I know that's a cop-out. I hope they start doing real leather here soon. Commander Green, you want to say that?
I don't understand. I think both of these Vaders are a must-have. It's the same thing.
It's true, though.
The body is the same. same.
It's not, though.
I don't understand.
We're gonna get Zach on. He'll walk you through all the various differences of Vader. But,
okay, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna put a side by side, and then I'm gonna circle the differences, and then you can put it on Instagram.
They're the same picture.
It's the same picture.
They're very different. Beskar Kid is saying one of each at least.
Beskar
Kid, you could make a case for 4 of these, honestly. You could, because there's so many display options.
Beskar, I did see your setup. It looked really, really nice. It looked like a party.
Jose saying, hey, I told Marco to have Gigi judge both. Jose did mention, all right, so credit to Jose, all right? All right.
So you were not prepared.
I was, though. I took the feedback and I incorporated, all right? Let's see, Payton23 saying, must collect all Vaders. It's true. Jose is saying you cannot. Now it feels like you have to get both. Jose, that's why the tax was implemented, which we will get to in just a second here. Equan saying Marco is about to disappoint the hell out of Gigi. Yeah, Equan, it's just but once she knows how much money I saved by pre-ordering, then sidebar here, because this isn't Bargain Bin Bros. I think pre-ordering these is the way to go. I think for this particular one, but I will not be shocked if it sits around. There's 2 SKUs. Maybe this Vader sits, but I think that they're producing less. I'm kind of convinced now, so I kind of had to jump on it. Renz, Marco got the gold Vader instead. LOL, only 70 units available. Yes, the very limited special edition.
Is it?
It was only $500. Oh,
you didn't show me that.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh.
We're messing with you here.
How dare you?
T3 is saying, it's amazing how Kenobi managed to cut his helmet without ever touching his skin. Yeah. What a feat, right? Oh, my God.
Never mind.
T-Ria in the house. Hi, Marco and Gigi in chat.
Is it Tyria?
T-Ria. I think so. Okay. We ask this every time.
I don't think we ever get an answer.
Mark P saying Marco says he needs 4. He needs 4. Exactly, Mark. Come on. Oh my God,
you guys are gonna my blood.
All right, so let's move on to the last one here. I think this is one that you're gonna enjoy here. So let's move past these Vaders. C-3PO. You love the droids in Star Wars. Mm-hmm. What do you think of this C-3PO?
So I kind of remember. Was there another 3? Was this different?
So there was another. So there's an Attack of the Clones version that's darker. So it's like more dirtied, almost like a bronze color. Is this the same
one though that you just showed me with the eye out?
Yes. So so this one has both of those options, which I love the eye out option. That's just so freaking cool. So this would be in Jabba's palace, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it's just like a really cool figure. Obviously with R2-D2. It's like this is an elite display right here. Like this is quintessential Star Wars. So what do you think of this C-3PO? Not too much to say, but
yeah, I like all the robots.
T-Ria is saying T-Ria.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I had it right. Okay, come on, I ain't no casual. So how many pancakes out of 10?
I have to see the other one that you showed me. I don't really remember it, but I feel like these are easier to make, yeah? So, yeah, I mean, this looks just like it. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Out of 10 pancakes.
I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10.
Wow, okay. All right, 10 out of 10 pancakes. Gigi is extra feisty. All right, so two last things, and then we're going to wrap up.
With Marco.
Yeah, she just stays annoyed with me, though. So, really quickly, before we get it to the InArt Joker review, we got it right over here. Again, the sculpted version. I don't have my rooted 2-pack yet. Cannot wait. Again, a sore subject. Gigi, you wanted to talk about you preparing for the bar and me getting more things. And we wanted to talk about what that might extend to.
Yes. So what do you think it means? Because I just said, Marco, because there was a time where I am going to take off 2 months, maybe like 10 weeks, I think, off of work. And at the time I was like, okay, well, I think I have like 3 weeks. I may have 4 weeks vacation time, but then the rest of the time it might be unpaid. I don't know what the situation is going to be yet. Right. So like, obviously you never know what's going to happen. If there's an emergency or something like that, we always want to be prepared financially. And without me working, I was just like, that makes me very anxious. So can you hold off and not buy any new toys?
Any new toys?
And I was very clear. Side toys, Equan, Danny. I'm looking at y'all.
Calling people out.
New figures from this moment forward.
Okay, so that's what you said.
Yes.
And what I understood and what I tried to clarify was no additional figures that I wasn't already planning to get, right? That I already didn't have on pre-order. Right. Because if I'm canceling my pre-order, I'm likely losing money.
No, that you didn't already have on
so
pre-order.
Additional unplanned things.
Correct.
What I did not take it to mean was no pre-orders at all. Because a lot of these figures are coming out a year, 2 years from now.
Allegedly.
Again, I'm trying to save money by jumping on it when that allocation's there. We don't know what the future may hold. Danny is asking, what about used new?
Especially anything tied to Danny.
Danny, but if there are previous handshake agreements in place already, then they've got to stay. It's the law, Danny. It's the law. So I think we're still good. We're still good. Bring that Falcon cockpit. No.
No, he told me what that entailed.
Yeah. Danny,
I was like,
we're not ready yet, but we will talk about that soon. TX boy, my man found the clause in the contract and went around the fine print. I try to circumvent Gigi's legal expertise, and it never ever works out for me. Read this one for me.
In my defense, what he got was brand new and sealed. That was pre-agreement.
It was pre-agreement. So that was I think that may have set off the agreement.
Yes, actually.
But what we're talking about is the Han Solo, which is disguise Han Solo. Come on, had to have him. Go ahead and read this one.
All kidding aside, I do understand your logic, Gigi, but sometimes the love of something trumps logic. Well.
So Commander Green, so this is kind of what we agreed upon, and so it's still a work in progress. But I was like, I'm going to continue to pay my tax. I am aware that we may have expenses that are going to be beyond our control. We've got to save up money for that. I'm not over here just blowing all of my money on Hot Toys. I'm still trying to be responsible. But when it comes to pre-orders, if there's something that I feel like I need to pre-order, right? Because I got a plan, I got a strategy. You got to let me just do that. Because I don't want to have regrets a year down the line because I didn't take a step because I was afraid to drop that $15 pre-order for something that we're not going to have to deal with for a while.
Okay.
Do you agree with that or no?
Well.
Okay. It got real awkward really, really quick. Let's see. Pablo Mesa is saying, are you getting the N1 to go with the Razor Crest? I don't think I'm getting the N1, Pablo Mesa. I think, I think that one is probably a bridge too far. Mm-hmm. I would love to put it somewhere in here, but this room is very small.
Yeah.
I'm working on trying to do a studio in the back, but even then, I don't know that I'd have space. So, Danny's saying, pay your taxes or the GGRS is coming after you. No doubt about it. Mm-hmm. The very punitive fines there. Tukathu saying, Marco, that Batman cape you posed is dope. Oh, appreciate that. So that's an Unreal cape. Wanted to try something new with that. So I'll post some pictures on Instagram of what I've been doing. I'm not a gifted poser, but I'm trying a bit more. So. Okay, so with that, let's get to the topic of the show. Let me pull this up because I'm always ready. Topic of the show. And that is the InArt Joker. Now, if you recall, if you're a listener of this podcast, I'm getting 3 of the InArt Jokers. The sculpted single pack, which I've now got in hand. And then the rooted 2-pack, which I'm desperately waiting for, but no, shipping in sight. Because I was sick of that $1,000 hanging over my head, I did request the invoice from Kit, and I started paying it off. So what I did was a PayPal Pay in 4, which I think I've talked about in the past, right? So every 2 weeks, it's like $250 that's due. So for me, that's like a really good tool in that, okay, I could pay $250 there, next 2 weeks, pay $250, still saving up, but I don't have to drop the full $1,000 at the same time. So when it hopefully ships, it should be all paid off and hopefully soon. But Gigi, go ahead and grab that Joker. Careful with the money though, because that's probably going to fall off. But yeah, so this is the pose that I've got him in. It's a weird pose with him holding the money, right? Because it's not necessarily screen accurate. But I really wanted to use this. Here, you can put those there. I really wanted to use the seamless forearm. So I was like, okay, well, in what way can I do it? He can't hold any of the guns with it. So Gigi and I haven't had a conversation about this at all. I unboxed it myself, right, off camera. Had a good old time. I asked Gigi, I said, hey, what do you think about it? And she said, it looks dirty. And that's as far as we got.
Dusty.
Oh, dusty. There you go. So Gigi, what are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, that's my first initial thought. I was like, wow, it looks very dusty. The joints, are they ratchet joints? Or no?
The joints. That's a good question. Let me see. I don't know that I've been to the.
Wow, talk about prepared.
Yeah, they are ratcheted.
It doesn't. I remember I remember my first ratchet joint, and it was like. That's what it sounded like.
Wow, my.
That's what it sounded like. I think it was the Power Ranger. Remember?
Oh yeah,
it was crazy. You don't hear any of that. It moves pretty good.
What do you think about the seamless forearm? Like you could pull this back, but
it looks a little bit
you see
awkward.
The paint? Well, obviously the pose, but
yeah.
What do you think about the paint on the hands and?
Oh, should you take it off?
Danny said, "Wow, blew my eardrums." Yeah, that little noise that you made.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
So the hands, right? They're kind of like. Yeah, they look dusty and like he hasn't applied lotion. There, right? Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's got his war paint on there.
Oh, I just thought it was ashy fingers.
Oh my god.
It looks good. It does look a little bit ashy. Yeah, it looks good.
So what do you think about the sculpt overall?
I was very impressed with the hair.
I will say, so there's a compartment back here that you pop off, and then you're able to move the eyes around as well.
I like that you can't see that.
Oh, no. We're supposed to take the sculpt out. Oh. That's going to take me an hour to get back in.
It's fine.
Oh, no. Okay, it's fine. Okay, give it.
Okay. Yeah, that was my initial...
Jesus. This is why you don't hand... That was a shit your pants moment right there. That's why you don't hand your wife figures on stream. Oh, my God.
Well, you didn't show it to me before. I mean, I think it looks good. I feel like $500 worth. I don't know.
No, that one's not $500. So this is $350 shipped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I feel like it's comparable to a Hot Toys.
Wait.
And you get a lot. Look at the weapon is metal as well.
Oh.
So he's got another gun that's metal on top of this.
You better not hand me stuff because I'm going to start...
Danny Lee, rewind for Marco's eyes. Yeah. Oh, my God. I was like, what is she doing? That's the one thing that everyone was like, thank God the sculpted comes with the head already on. Oh, my God.
The outfit looks really good. I am very impressed by the outfit. It does have like a little bit of wire on the bottom. The tailoring. So... off topic, but Marco got this suit. It looked awful on him. Whoever did the tailoring. Oh, cute.
What do you mean I got the suit?
Your other suit, remember?
Oh, yeah. I got a suit for a wedding that was not very well tailored.
Wow, this is cute.
Yeah.
It's very detailed.
Duke saying, time to take out the tweezers. Yeah, it was almost time. Oh, my God. I was like, definitely.
That looks really good.
Jose Hernandez saying, it's a great figure. Definitely worth the price. Yeah, like comparable price to Hot Toys. Yeah. Okay, so even Gigi says, like, for that price. All right, see,
I'm very impressed by this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
really
we got him.
We got him. With this, that's very cute.
And so I will say the hands are magnetic as well, right? So you could pop this off.
What company is this from?
This is called InArt.
Oh, this is the new one.
Yeah. So see, there's a little magnet in the hand, so it comes out.
What do you think about What do you think about the magnets?
They're not great. Like it's kind of gimmicky. It's not. It's more of a friction fit than it is a magnet fit. So overall, I think it's a cool idea. Like not great execution, but. TX Boy saying the paint application looks great and the tailoring looks amazing. Sculpt looks like a 10 out of 10. Yo, Gigi, bringing InArt to their knees by ripping off the heads. Yeah, we're going to have to rewind that for sure. Absolutely.
Fun socks.
Yeah, so the ankles, I will say, are kind of a point of contention because they look a little bit flat. So
I really like it, but that was my initial thought. I was like, oh, wow, that looks very dusty. And then Marco said that was screen accurate. So.
Yeah, he's got like obviously the weathering on the coat. So Jordan Skinner saying, fortunately, it's easy to put back in for the standard because the neck ring is already in there. Yeah, thank goodness. I didn't know that, so I was like sweating for sure. Go ahead.
I'm very impressed by the hair. You can't really see because the light is kind of harsh, but I'm very impressed by the hair. I really like it, and I really don't see why you had to get the rooted. No.
The rooted one as well.
This
so I will say, like, I am very,
very
very happy with the sculpted. If I just had the sculpted, if I wasn't such a huge Dark Knight fan, I think the sculpted would just be perfect. You'd get that. It's decently priced, and put it in the display, and it's perfect. I'm a huge Heath Ledger and Dark Knight head, and like I just needed that rooted after doing some soul searching. let me just say, Calvin is in London right now. My people,
Hi.
Only 2:45 in the morning. Just had a dope ass time with our international bros, Shane, Agent Silver Fox, Layal, and Austin. Very jealous, Calvin. Glad you're having a good time, man. Wish we were there with y'all. That's so really cool to hear. Let's see. Tukathri is saying, Gigi, this Joker is art. It really is. Like, it's so beautiful.
I am very impressed by the little outfit. It's very cute. This probably my favorite part.
Yeah, so let's see if there's any...
it's a little bit of wire right here. So but it is dusty.
So Pablo Mesa is saying, I want to do the grenade pose, but I'm worried about getting tangled. Yeah, so I haven't even pulled the grenades out. It just all seems so intricate that, yeah. So I will get there, but I wanted a pretty low stress experience, so I kind of futzed around with a few of the items, took out the arm peg, and, you know, got him in a pose that I liked and put him on the shelf. So I'll mess with it more later, but for now, this is kind of how he's going to stay. I think I'll probably put the gloved hand back on so I can put the gun in there, because I just love this, oops, and you could hear that actual clink because the clip comes out right there. So yeah, it's a beautiful work of art, honestly. Let's see, Equan saying, you didn't put the grenades in there. No, yeah, so I will do that eventually, but not just yet. Tukathri, Gigi, what do you think about the tailoring? So what do you think about
impressed.
Because look, he's got like 3 different layers here. He's got this coat, like that's from the beginning bank robber scene.
Yeah, it's I really like it, and I think you can take off the vest too.
Yeah. Don't try though, please.
Yes, I know. That's what I. Oh my god, I learned the little buttons. I mean, it's very. Oh, sorry, I'm very bad at this. It's very detailed, and even on the. Can you put this down?
Yeah.
On the cuff, those little like it's like little gel, but they're buttons, and I think that looks really good.
Yeah, incredible detail. I will say it would have been really easy for it to look like oversized, but honestly, it fits to his body really nicely.
When I first saw it, I thought it was felt, but it feels better to the touch than felt.
TX Boy saying, wow, I thought that was the rooted version, but the sculpted doesn't look as bad as other people were saying. Honestly, anyone that says that the sculpted doesn't look good, I will have to question. Like, obviously, maybe not as good as the rooted, but
I mean, like, look at this.
It looks damn good.
You have like almost like individual hairs.
And there is you
don't have to comb it. No dust
There is a
particles.
tutorial that they put online where you can use tweezers, you could use heat, and you can actually pull out these individual strands.
That's an individual hair.
Yeah. So honestly, it's got a lot of detail. Very excited to pit it up next to the rooted, but yeah, I think the sculpted for the value, pretty damn good, honestly. Pablo Mesa saying, you didn't want to have 2 Vaders, but what about 3 Jokers? Yeah, I think that was before the tax was maybe implemented.
No.
Oh, that's right. I am paying a tax.
That's when it started.
I already started paying, so I paid half of the tax.
Wow,
that's right. Yeah, it's true. I forgot. Let's see. Beskar Kid. Let's see. Oops. Equan. Oh, everyone's talking to Calvin. Calvin just came in and hijacked the stream, but I get it. That's a lot of meat platter coming into one stream. Jordan Skinner highly recommended separating plastic hair strands to layer and mold. Hair dryer. My standard looks even better now.
Wow.
Makes hair more real. Not like a glob of green spaghetti on the head. Yeah, I'll have to try it, honestly.
That scares me, but I do think that the hair just like this looks really good.
Yeah, it looks damn good, honestly. But I think you're right. I might have to pull out a few of the strands. Go ahead and keep holding that, Gigi. Just don't pull anything out. Beskar Kid, Chromando pose on point. Hey, thank you. I tried to, mix up my display a little bit because my poses were a little bit stale. So I will say Dan, second shout out for Dan, who was also 5 minutes down the street from my house and didn't hit me up. But no, he asked me for restaurant recommendations. He did say, hey, these poses are kind of whack. So try to step my game up here. Jose is saying, Marco, are you displaying, what are your display plans for having 3 of the same Joker? So I've got this Joker will move over to my Maja case. I will put the jail cell diorama here in one of the DTOF cells. And then I'll probably either have one Joker sitting and then the other standing, or put one of the sculpted over here in my Maja case as well. So I got plans here. I got plans. There's so many different display options. I think I'm going to be just fine with 3.
They're all going to be pointing at each other.
You want to read this?
I can't wait for Gigi's hands on review on Aragorn. Which one's that?
Yeah, that's the Lord of the Rings one.
Okay, that's what I
She
thought.
didn't know I was getting that, Took. Damn.
You're not getting that. You're not getting that.
Let me take my valuable Joker back.
No, because your argument for all these are like, that's my favorite character. You're not.
Sometimes I will just say, sometimes there's a figure that's just transcendent. It's just a beautiful work of art. And whether you absolutely love the character or you just like the character, sometimes it's a good enough reason.
You don't need it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this into the introduction now. Instead of I'm your wife, I'm gonna put you don't need it. So with that, I think that's gonna end today's show, Gigi. Anything else that you wanted to talk about?
No, I don't want to get myself upset, but we can talk about it next time. But I feel like I'm at the point where, like, okay, Marco, we have had like some heated discussions, I may say, because he is running out of room. There is no, like...
That's why I'm going to do my full art gallery in the back, and it's going to be glorious. No, just you wait.
I'm really, like, I'm ready for you to be done collecting.
Never, as Alfred would say. Tukathru saying, bro, Aragorn is the best one. Yeah, that one looks pretty damn good, honestly. The sculpted hair version, the rooted hair version. Equan, okay, guys, stop leaking Marco's pre-orders. I know, damn, the longer I stream, the more I just get put on blast. I guess I do it to myself. Marco, are you getting the Mars Toys 66 Joker? Pablo, please DM me and we can discuss this, but I don't want to... Yeah.
I like, that one's cool to me.
Ooh, okay. So I will say, I had a conversation with a veteran collector. I won't call them out. And I said, hey, I don't have necessarily the love to this for this Joker. But just like we were talking about with the Aragorn, it looks incredible.
But when do you stop? Like, there has to be
that's the thing. So,
a line.
So let me finish my thought.
So this Aragorn.
Can I finish?
Hold on, let me think.
So I had a conversation with this veteran collector, and they were basically like, you should probably get on this next pre-order. If you're on the fence, worst case scenario, you could sell it. So yeah. That's kind of the long story short. I'm trying to be disciplined, but
I feel like there has to be, if you don't love the character, don't get it for you. Again, this is just for Marco. I don't care what anybody else does.
Normally,
Marco,
that's where I would end up regretting a purchase. And I'm trying to think of any of the ones that I've purchased that I don't necessarily love. I would say like the Clone Wars figures, the Troopers. I don't have that connection to Clone Wars. And those are probably the first ones that, could necessarily leave my collection if they needed to. So there's definitely something to getting what you love. But it's tough sometimes with these works of art. Read this one from Jordan Skinner, if you wouldn't mind.
Definitely looks great as is without doing anything to the plastic hair. But the hair looks more immersive, real, because his hair was messy in the film.
I'm going to have to mess with it, Jordan. Thank you for the pointers.
I mean, even the one strand poking out looks really cool.
12-inch Moose Stream. I'm probably going to buy 3 Vaders. 3 of the Return of the Jedi Vaders or 3 total? We got to know. That's awesome, though. Mark P. at GG. Got some bad news for you. The N1 is coming.
Mark P., I felt like you were on my side for a long time, and I don't know when this changed. Because I feel like...
Just because I'm a scoundrel, Sure. I just pulled everyone to my side. But yeah, Mark P., probably not going to get the N1 for my collection, but I think it's coming, though. I do think it's coming. Tukathru, when Marco runs out of room, he can start selling, get rid of the duplicates. Exactly. I can sell an Iron Man. I could sell a Spider-Man. We got a plan here. So 12-inch Moose Stream, 3 of the Return of the Jedi. Incredible, but I get it. With the 3 different head sculpts, you totally can do it. You've got multiple bases. It just makes a lot of sense, honestly. Great value. Like you said here, 3 sculpts. So Gigi, anything else that you want to say to the people today?
No.
All right. Well, with that, I want to thank everyone for joining us. It was another beautiful stream. I'm definitely in hot water. A few leaks of my pre-orders that Gigi didn't know about. So if we don't show up for the next one, I guess the show has been canceled. So with that, Gigi, do you want to take us out?
Bye. I'm your wife. Like, this is real life. Like, what are you doing?